Yes, visible. Western,
Hi.
how are you?
Yeah, everything's good.
You looks every time fresh, fresh and fresh.
Well, I have to try. So, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, good. And I'll help you if there's some translation needs.
Hello, everybody.
Hi,
Wel-
Roland.
Welcome. We are 8 people so far. Let's give it a moment, see
Yeah.
if some more people will make it. We had many more announced, so people are coming in. Let's wait a moment or two.
Yeah. So, how are you, Animere?
Okay, well then, I suggest we start. One should never punish those that are in time by waiting for those who come late. Maybe some people will join in later on, but again, a very warm welcome to this webinar on the NADI filters for Africa with a presentation by Koshit Bhatti. He will present the technology supported by his team, which is present also here. Then there will be some time for questions back about the technology, about the experience so far. And hopefully we come to the point to see a little bit for next steps and how to continue with that. Welcome, everybody. I'm glad we can make it. Thank you, Khurshid, for making it possible. I know you have a tight schedule now, also with the Myanmar relief aid that you're doing. So appreciate very much that you find the time to do this presentation here. And I just hand it over to you. The floor is yours for your presentation.
Okay. Okay. So it is okay. Everyone see my screen. So it is okay. Roland,
Everything is fine, yes?
everything fine.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
fine. Yes, yes.
Okay, my name is Khurshid Bhatti, Abdul Khurshid Bhatti. I am the CEO of Association for Humanitarian Development. Association for Humanitarian Development is a not-profit organization and founded in 2003. And we are working on different projects. And during 2010 floods and 99 cyclone, we learn more. And then we find the uh, decision of the board of directors of AHD to work on the solutions only. So 2010 was a year when we decided to work on the solutions. And this solution, NADI filter, is the one of the solution are innovative solutions, which today I will present and share. So here is the presentation outlines, introduction, chronology, NADI filter innovation, how NADI filter works, NADI filter material process, international recognition, uh, NADI filter outreach, adaptability and scale up, NADI filter in pictures and testimonies and others. AHD introduction brief. Association for Humanitarian Development, registered non-profit organization in Pakistan. The organization started its operation in the year 2003. AHD works with communities for safe drinking water, preventive health care, climate resilience, food security, livelihood emergency response, and sustainable solutions. AHD Pakistan working to empower rural poor communities, build their skills, and give them solution of safe drinking water for lifetime. AHD has its office in Pakistan and in Africa, begin to reach 1 million families and help 10 million rural communities with access to safe and clean drinking water. Now we see why this NADI filter is innovated. What need appear, then we work on this. And here, if we see the world situation and even cholera, gastro, diarrhea in Pakistan, and you see about 80% of rural and 60% urban communities facing uh, unavailability of safe and clean drinking water. But this is not, uh, uh, now the figures are higher, and PCRWR last days published a report, 19 water bottles banned to produce uh, bottled water. And same the ratio of overall Pakistan, Google says that 85% people are drinking contaminated water. So this is the situation. Now, if we see Africa, I visited 4 to 5 times in different countries, Zimbabwe, Kenya, Uganda, and we implemented projects there. And what I saw, this is a UNICEF cholera, gastro, diarrhea in Africa. Roughly 1.4 million people die annually from water and sanitation related illness. Children are the most affected with diarrhea by unclean drinking water. And unclean drinking water, clean 525,000 children under 5 years, according to UNICEF, and that is about one child every minute. Even my visits in Mamasia group Kakamega in Kasumu, I saw the rural people suffering and a lot of problems, and rural people don't have the safe and clean drinking water. Now, NADI filter, chronology of NADI filter. In the year 2005, we learned news that 500 children have died in local civil hospital, Hyderabad, Sindh, Pakistan. And then PhD team work on the solution to find the solution to tackle cholera, gastro, and diarrhea. In 2006, PhD successfully innovated a rough model of NADI filter, a clay pitcher, Sindhi language in Jati coastal area. And in 2007, AHD installed 10 NADI filter in pilot basis, which was further supported by ADP and Oxfam. The year 2008 was very good when Oxfam helped us 100 NADI filters with research. And we set a team of one PhD student from Sindh University and Oxfam GB and Oxfam Noeb Asia. And 100 filters we tested 1 time, 2 time, and 12 time. And together it is tests. And when the report published, that makes a very amazing. Means report says the 99% tests are okay. So it means a NADI filter, then we work on this NADI filter. Since 2008, HT team working on NADI filter, and now NADI filters is spread all over Pakistan. And INGOs, NGOs, UN organization adopted it, doing it, and HT also helped in Sindh, Punjab, KP, and Balochistan. Access to safe and clean drinking water. What a year 2024. AHD won a HIEX Innovation Award, and that award promoted AHD on media, social media, and in Africa, Asia, and even we also get connected to the Australia. How NADI filter works? It works via good microbes. The active biology assembles itself into series of layers. The upper layer called iscumdiki. This includes thread-like algae, plankton, protozoa, bacteria, and they effectively remove parasites, including Giardia, Cryptosporidium, viruses including fecal coliform. Fecal coliform is a major who give us the gastrodiarrhea to children. Cholera, typhoid, bacteria including iron, sulfur, bacteria, selenium deposits, chemical including iron, manganese, rust stains, and metals. Hydrogen sulfide remove rotten edge, smell, and other gases. It also remove toxins, pesticide, herbicides, heavy metals, leads, silt and sediments, and algae. NADI filter material, it is so simple. NADI filter is made from indigenous material available everywhere in the world. It is made with 2 clay pitchers, Nadi and Matka, and hill sand. It requires some supplementary material nails, plastic, cement, hammer, rope, and cloth to cover. The installation requires one-time training. NADI filter installed once sustains for 10 to 20 years. Only care and little maintenance required for it. NADI filter water effectively remove and prevent cholera and E. coli, hepatitis, typhoid, fever, Giardia, destiny, and many other diseases. NADI filter is so simple, and here we list down the material. Nadi, matka, small pot, sand, pipe, cement, string. Now these all activities are available everywhere in the world. We just plan any country, any village, and we live or reside some 5 to 10 days, and the NADI filter will be ready there. So means all local material, and this mud and sand and pipe and cement and iron nets are available in local hardware shops. Now, international recognition. So far, HD has a wonderful recognition, and I am so thankful for the UNEP APFED Asia, and that supported us in early 2007-2008. When we innovated this NADI filter, the first award we won the APFD showcase, UNEP Thailand. And I am so glad that I am now connected to Dr. Kin Nini, and she is the former Global Water Partnership and Asian Technology of Institute, Thailand chief. So she knows all, and in 2017, our NADI filter published in the UN policy document 2017, and that UN policy document shared the case study NADI filter, and that the purpose was different countries can adopt and help to remove the cholera gastro-diarrhea. Now our 6 awards. GlaxoSmithKline UK Healthcare Innovation Award 2018. That was a big award, which helped us to promote in the UK and Pakistan and in the social media. Then we also won United Nations Economic and Social Commission of Asia Pacific in 2015. Then Energy Globe Award 2014 Pakistan and 2019 International. So 2 awards we win. Asia Pacific Forum Award I share already, and then these 2 awards we announced on the World Health Assembly website and HIEX Innovation website. So these 2 awards taking us to the UN sites and a lot of international. And thanks, Ronald also find during our this different information sharing and this all. So NADI filter outreach, where we installed these filters. So AHT has taken efforts to promote NADI filter for access to safe and clean drinking water to the people around the world in Asia, Africa, and now, as I said, Australia. The NADI filter is adopted by vulnerable people, indigenous groups, and disadvantaged families around the world. The means to tackle pandemic, cholera, gastro, and diarrhea, and to bring a safe and clean drinking water. In Pakistan, we helped a lot, and 365,000 NADI filters we helped so far. And this year, we already in the process to prepare material 20,000. Means this figures will go 400,000 soon. In other countries, we promoted trainings. In Zimbabwe and Kenya, we did implement these NADI filters, and many countries we given trainings. So we are happy to share that our outreach is after 2019 promoted on large, but unfortunately the COVID hit back us, and 1 year we sit back in Pakistan. But now again we are active to promote this at international level. EHD NADI filter adoptability and scale up very easy. EHD with generous support of donors, philanthropists, and corporate companies, networks, UN agencies has reached more than 3.5 million people. This is a huge gap in provision of safe drinking water to developing countries. EHD NADI filter easy to adopt everywhere in the world. EHD recommended actions for scalability of NADI filters. Program focus on safe drinking water, data collection and sharing, allocation of funds, partnership and networking, communication and storytelling, replication models in different countries, skill training and equipping rural communities with solution tackle future disasters. So here is in pictures, NADI filters. Here you can see most of the people target communities are women and children. In rural areas, in Pakistan, large-scale communities in Tata, Badin, Lower Sindh adopted this NADI filter. And this NADI filter is first picture you see, they making a cool this NADI filter. And the water is like cold water from the fridge. So people are using it very effectively. So here you can see women usually work on this, and women make these NADI filters, and our women staff organize very large groups and giving them trainings, and they adopting. And we are happy to share that if we promoted 365,000 NADI filters, so 365,000 people are skilled. They usually, if broken, they go to city, and in our Sindh, these pots are available in the local market, on the shops, and they purchase and made their filters. So here one picture, village distribution NADI filters, and children are together. And here our factory where we producing these pots. And this is the training of one which the IUM, UNICEF, and GIZ. They supported acted NGO, and we work for the Balochistan region. So NADI filter in pictures, women and children in Pakistan and Africa. And I'm happy to share that this NADI filter pot makers, or kumar we say, or artisans in the Africa and Pakistan are the women. Means if wherever we start this NADI filter, women take a step and prepare these pots and make ready for the NADI filters. So this is also a income generating tools. So here is some testimonies. We are working since last many years, and Mary Conley Egert, Executive Director of Global Water Works, supporting us, and she encouraged our trainings and our work. And now she also asking to help 200 filters in Kenya. Second is Azhar Qureshi. He is a Conservation Initiative Pakistan person, and he also attended many trainings. He is a consultant of WWF, and when he visit the Sindh, he use our Nadi filter to promote. So Elena Pelka, she is a old friend of AHD, and we work on solar light. They produce solar lights, and we given in Pakistan. And she also loved this Nadi filter and support and encourage and help. So here, my old friend, Kristen Gerjaf, and he supported many years, but amazing, now he devoted himself to AHD, and now he is with us. And for Africa, he is the responsible to scale this Nadi filter. And other many testimonies, and David Dodd, he is a resilience consultant of USA, and he loved too much our disaster mitigation model, and he committed to support us in the future. So here is a Randy Shaw, and Randy Shaw also big experienced person, and he is a retired manager of British Groundwater National Desalination Research Facility, USA. And he showed his interest in Nadi filter. He saw our website, and he is the also member of Global Water Works. And he talked to me last year in December, and in Pakistan and in other countries he will support. So here is our team. Our team is our head office in Pakistan, and field offices where we start a project, we open a field office. So here is myself, Kristen Gerjaf, Gohar Yub, and Anita and Tamoka. He is he was my fellow when I was working in Zimbabwe, and he is a very experienced person. So here is some more pictures, how women and children and village communities using since 8 years, 10 years. And amazing is this, that this Nadi filter is used 19 years. And I was very surprised when my fathers-in-law, he returned from one city to my city, Hyderabad. And when they shifted their material and home appliances, so on the truck, I saw the pot. I say, oh, how old is this Nadi filter? So my father say, this Nadi filter is made by you in 2007. So means that Nadi filter works almost 17 years. So this is, I saw many case studies we have and videos where this Nadi filter working since 19 years. This is a total age 19 years because we started in 2006. So here is the last slide, and this slide is I made for women who making these pots. So here women preparing mud to make a nadi, and here see the completing a nadi, and here you can see many prepared nadis. And this is a small matka, and this is our women program manager, and when they give orders, they give orders to 50 and 60 mud pot makers we have total, and they usually prepare these mud pots. We usually made these mud pots in the October to March, April. 4 to 5 months we did not prepare these pots because rain comes and the fireplaces silly, so they not prepare these filters during rain season. So we have 8 months to all of the year to prepare this. So here is our warehouse, and in one picture you can see the woman is preparing this. Woman preparing this NADI filter, and here is a distribution process. We transport the NADI filter to villages and give the people, and people learn first, and then we distribute, and then taken these filter to their houses, and then they prepare this through on. So these are trucks, and in trucks we load, and no issue of this NADI filter transportation. Even we can export to other countries, but as the local is available, so we do not do. But in Pakistan, we transport 2,000 kilometers, means from here to Islamabad, in Kashmir, in KP and other Balochistan regions. So we travel long. So here is a warehouse. In this warehouse are 10,000, 5,000, 6,000. These NADI filters are available. So this is all, and I will show you one small video, and we can see this video.
Access to safe and clean drinking water through NADI filter is most economical, easy to make, easy to use, safe and sustainable solution introduced by Association for Humanitarian Development, AHD. Now you will see step-by-step process to make NADI filter. Things required are water pot made of clay or mud, 32 to 34 inches high. Small water pot made of clay or mud. Flexible plastic pipe. Builder's sand, 40 kgs. Strainers of 3 different sizes. Nail, hammer and measuring tape. Bowls. Small quantity of cement and sand. First of all, make a hole in large water pot at 20 inches above ground level with the help of nail and hammer. Take flexible plastic pipe, approximately 30 inches of length, and fix it into pot through hole. Remember, one end of pipe should be 4 inches out of hole and other end should touch base of pot. Prepare mixture of cement, builder sand and water. Apply it onto water pot around the plastic pipe. Put this mixture on inner wall of pot as well. This will prevent water leakage. Cover area where mixture is applied with wet cloth. Now take builder sand. First pick large stones. Then pass sand through strainers of 3 different sizes. After this exercise, you will have 5 different categories of builder sand. Sand, seed-sized stones, bean-sized stones, normal-sized stones, and potato-sized stones. Wash stones and sand with water. Now it's time to put layers of stones and sand into base of water pot. First, take comparatively flat stone and put it under pipe in the base of water pot. Set layer of potato-sized stones around the pipe. Place layer of small stones on it. Put bean-sized stones in third layer. And seed-sized stones on fourth layer. At the end, spread layer of washed sand. Remember, thickness of all layers of stones and sand must end at 6 inches below pipe. Put small water pot onto large water pot and mark the point for hole. Make a small hole with nail in bottom of small water pot. Now put water in small water pot. Remember, water from small water pot must fall on the wall of large water pot. Put 3 stones between small water pot and large water pot for ventilation. Cover pot with clean cloth and tie it with rope.
So,
Looking for a solution for scanty hair and bald patches? Look no further. Wigomania offers a wide range of toppers and
okay, this is a all NADI filter video and presentation. And if there is any more information, my team and we are ready to.
Thank you, Khurshid, very much for sharing this information and this experience with us. I would suggest we make a first round more on technical questions back to you, how it functions, what it serves for, and so on. There was a question from Guinea already in the chat in French. Carsten, you answered the question. Maybe you can give a short summary also in English about your answer.
So I couldn't get, maybe Carsten can reply.
Yes, I can reply. Yeah, there has been a few questions in French in the chat, and some of them are, I can go through them.
Please, yes.
Yeah, one of the last question that came was because one of the question was, are there any cost and spare parts that is needed throughout the term of use for the NADI? And since it's a sand filter and it's made of clay, it's very robust, and it's not made in order to kind of trick consumers into having to buy new filters and new sets of pieces every 6 months or every year or whatever. So there are actually NADI filters that have functioned over 10 years without any spare parts. So that means that when the family either buys or gets a NADI filter, the NADI filter can be taken care of by the family and actually function for many, many years without any additional cost, like every year so it's actually a very cost efficient in that sense. Some of the other questions were about how what type of water sources it is suitable for, and how much turbidity that the NADI filter can handle. I think some of that was actually responded to by Mr. Bhatti, but of course, if the pollution level in the source water is very high, then of course that can be a problem for NADI. But if it's regular, non-industrial pollution, like natural things that are in the
Okay,
water,
let me share.
then
Let me share.
yeah, maybe Mr. Bhatti can share more about that. Yeah.
This NADI filter is long as we can give care. What I have seen in past district Umarkot, when we helped in 2007 and we monitored in 2009, we went in one village. And amazing, the family saying the NADI filter broken by their goats, animals, and in 4 parts broken. And they taken these parts and cemented again cemented, and the filter is ready. So means if broken, you can put on mud and tight it and it will be ready. So it is very sustainable if people thinking it is a useful. For water, any water is the source we are drinking or filtering, we can filter through NADI filter. We do not ask to filter a chemical water. Means some factories led in canals water and some very chemical based. So we do not ask to. Any water source, fresh water, rainwater, pond water, lake water. And I saw in the Pakistan, in Africa, and usually Kenya and Uganda and Zimbabwe, some areas, large scale fresh water. And I connected to IHA Delft Institute, Netherlands. So they're working on the rivers. And I saw the huge rivers available in Pakistan, in Africa, in even Asian other regions. So this fresh water we can filter and we can use. So in our life, in 10, 20 years, we never saw any problem, any damage, any loss of this NADI filter. So I suggest if we adopt this, we learn and we can use, and then it is okay.
So rainwater, pumps, whatever water is okay, just not chemically polluted industrial waters. That's not for the NADI filter. Asking back to the people in the group, is there more questions? You can drop them in the messages or ask them here now. Some more questions
Yes,
about
Kirsten, you can.
Yeah, we had one question regarding how long is it possible for somebody to use the NADI filter, and I typed that there's actually a NADI filter in Pakistan that has been functional for 17 years in one family, without any spare parts or any additional cost along the way. So that does show that there's a very long-term benefit, as long as the family appreciates and takes care of it.
Thank you. Any further questions about the technology, about the cost, about the water? Seems not to be the case. Then
Yeah.
maybe the
Question,
question
I think
two.
one more question coming.
Pardon?
One more question, I think, message in French language. So question can read.
The question is if the educational program that you do, if you also do it in Western Africa. That's basically
Yes,
we come to the second part, which is actually asking all the blue communities and others here if you would be interested in this technology and to talk about how it could be transferred to your locations, to the places you are working on. So, Khurshid, you have some suggestions, some ideas here already. I know you have been drafting a project. Maybe you want to tell us a little bit how you could see this transfer happening.
yes, through Blue Community, we sharing this webinar, and if anyone interested, we can just they can invite us, and they can support this pots material, and we will help. In anywhere in country, we can do, and we can first prepare, give trainings to the mud pot makers or artisans. And then when the pots are ready, so the Nadi filter will be continued.
And as it says also already in the chat, AHD has its organizational team also based in Africa. So basically, you don't have to come immediately from Pakistan. You would have your people in the field already in Africa that are trained and that can provide training.
Exactly. But I usually travel when we sign MOU, we sign meet donors. Fundraising is a big issue. And for fundraising, my team, major team, Custom, myself, we do efforts. And where we sign the MOUs, we go there. And then we train the team in 10, 15 days, and then team go on and work.
Any questions on this? Blue Community West Africa is really interested and how to do in order to get opportunity of training about this wonderful project. That's from Suleimanic Window from Mali. What would be the steps blue communities or other organizations would have to take to come, to participate in that and to have your team coming there? Do they have to write
Simply, yeah, they can write us and they can fix some funding for this activity. Because if we actually working for the rural poor communities, and we give this free to the community. So they arrange funds and they ask us, and we will help.
So you can drop a message in the WhatsApp group if you want to get in touch with Khurshid, and drop your email address, maybe your name, and he can get in contact with you, or the Team Africa of AHD can get in touch with you to agree on that.
Yes, and it's no problem leaving messages in French, it's not a problem. We handle that.
Okay, so use the chat room to
go down our email.
Yeah.
Use the chat room to announce if you're interested in, and then the AHD team will come back to you. There is a question here. Could you elaborate a little more on how particles are filtered, destroyed? Question mark. The water that comes out looks clean, but there are particles that might be dangerous to people's health that you can't see. I could not make out any disinfecting components or alike, so it is difficult to me to understand the way these particles that are damaging to health are destroyed. Okay. It's about destruction or neutralization, so it's again about the technology. You want to answer that, Khurshid?
Yes, Karsten can answer.
Karsten?
Yeah, so yeah, I can answer that. Yeah, the when it's normal surface water, then usually all the elements that are in that water are filtered through the sand filter, and they remain within the sand filter, and then they are brought down from a biological process that takes place inside the NADI filter. So the decomposition of the solids, for instance, that are in the water will take place within the NADI filter, and it will remain a kind of a healthy environment within that sand filter that protects the user also the day after and the day after and the day after. There can be a buildup in the filter, and so for every country, it's necessary to actually evaluate what are the different sand types, what are the different kind of water risk types that are in that particular area, because that there's a variation of that in different countries. So that's something that's part of the evaluation that takes place before we do the investment in production and training of people.
So you analyze the water, that's one thing. Then, as an answer, there is no chemical destruction of components, but there is a biological and physical cleaning of the water.
Yes. So in nature, our mountains and our soils function as a sand filter. And the NADI filter is like a small representation of how water is purified in nature, and we are assembling it in such a way that makes sure that the larger components are taken off early, and then the smaller components they should be trapped by the sand, and then it makes sure that the water that comes out of the NADI filter is actually purified without all of these small components that either are unhealthy or just not very pleasant. There are elements in nature that are natural without any health consequences, but are just not nice for water to have. And there are also elements that are taken away, bacteria, etc., that will remain in the sand filter and be destroyed by itself there by natural processes.
Okay, there was a question also from Guinea that a webinar exclusively in French or for French-speaking part of Africa would be very good to have. So I would just turn this back to you and say, if there is enough interest in the French-speaking area, you either can organize it on your own, or if you need, like I can host it on Zoom, whatever. Make sure who shall participate, make sure you have the audience, and then I'm sure we could organize that. I guess, Carsten, you would be available for such a workshop in French also.
Yes, I can participate in the workshop in French and make sure that the documentation is also in French.
Okay. Any further questions? Khurshid, we don't hear you. Khurshid, your microphone. Your microphone is off.
Okay.
Okay.
So in Balochistan, we saw the very muddy and mountain coming water, very dirty. So when they test in the lab, not fit for drinking purposes. But when we pass on through the NADI filter, it was a fit to drink. So this is amazing. A NADI filter removes the heavy metals, all wastage, iron, plastic, all materials regarding the biological contamination. So in 4 provinces, we did this, mountain areas, in sandy areas, in playlands, in Balochistan, and in KP and many areas. And everywhere this NADI filter is a fit, and NADI filter in last test we was working with the Mary Stoop Society. That is a very big society in the world. So they asked us, we will test this filter. And they taken one sample to the PCR-WR and some more samples. The NADI filter count 1 E. coli and other count 4 to 5 E. coli. So this was amazing. When the lab test comes, that almost 99% shows results, not 100%. But this our NADI filter is 99% through the labs. But what I saw in communities, rural communities, no gastro, no diarrhea, no cholera, no wash. Means if some INGOs listening here, they can adopt this NADI filter and cut off the cost of wash, full wash. No need the wash. Means people are not sick. They will healthy. They are healthy. Then no need the wash activities. So this is safe drinking water is a life. It is a necessary, and it is a basic thing. If we install this, then we forgot all. Even what happened, the now NADI filter, the Dr. Nini said me Myanmar. In Myanmar, the plastic is coming in the water. So the people are very upset about they asking huge companies, huge investments. I saw on LinkedIn network, the big offers and MOU signing on water cleaning. So why not we adopt this and do all? So, okay, any other question?
Okay, I think questions at the moment are answered. I see there is a lot of interest, especially in French-speaking area of Africa, where maybe the filter is not so known yet. I would suggest you directly get in touch with each other, get in contact with Khurshid and the AHD team to set up possible workshops, to set up a transfer of know-how. If the Blue Community Network can be of any help, let us know. But I think it's mostly bilateral that you should get in contact and agree with Khurshid and his team if you're interested in this technology. If there is, again, you see the addresses of Carson. Also, Khurshid had his contact information in the chat. We can have that again in the WhatsApp group also. Use these platforms, and if for a French-speaking webinar or anything else you would like to use the Blue Community platform, let me know. I will be glad to host it, to offer the Zoom space or whatever is needed from my side. And I look forward hearing some great results, to see the figures of NADI filters going up around the world and also in Africa. So there is heartfelt thanks from the audience, from the participants. Thank you, Khurshid, again for presenting it. Anything else from your side now to finish our session?
Yes, I am happy. A lot of people are here and some listening very interestingly. Many questions, and I will ask Preston to copy these questions and narrate the answers and give to all. And we are happy and we are willing to, maybe people can contact me or Blue Community direct, and Blue Community send us link and we will help. And our wish to reach many areas, many countries. And I receive many emails, and hopefully soon we will be help Africa, and we will be with you people.
Wonderful.
Okay,
So
it's all.
thank you again very much. Thank you also, Carsten, for your explanation and for the translations. Again, everybody's invited to get in contact with the AIHD team if you are interested in the technology and in the transfer to your area where you are working on. And if ever needed, contact the platform, the Blue Community Network, and we will be hosting any next exchange. If that is all, nobody else, there is applause, there is thanks a lot and everything. So if that is all for the moment, we would conclude here.
Merci beaucoup. S'il y a des questions, vous avez mon email.
Excellent. Merci à tous et à bientôt, à la prochaine. Goodbye, everybody, and hope good luck and see you next time. Bye bye.
Yeah, see you. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Thanks.
Hi, thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Hi, sir. Thank
Bye.
you. Okay, okay. Thank you.
Khurshid, for you, everything okay? Okay, he's gone. I close the session now.
Thank you very much for hosting it. It was great.
Okay, thank you. Glad you liked it, and I hope you can make the best use out of it.
Yeah, we will. We'll try.
Thank you.
Thanks.